I'm Bill Cushing, and I'm going to be reading one of my prose pieces that have been chosen by the Altadena Literary Review. And just for the record, I am wearing my Queen's writer's shirt because this did take place during my youth and living in Queensboro, New York. So this is my reading of My Own Special Summer of Love. Experience, according to one definition, is what we get when we don't get what we wanted. While 1967 is considered the summer of love, it was the following summer when Marion enchanted me. She was, in my eyes, the exemplar of femininity. Ash blonde hair falling around a smooth face with full lips and a turned-up nose, almond eyes, and a womanly body, or at least as close as one at 16 can get. She captured my teenage heart at a local party. She lived 5 blocks away, but I'd never met her because I attended boarding school. That summer was when Marion enchanted me. I had to go out with her. Adolescent obsession, firmly ensconced, I dedicated that summer to wooing and winning her, attending any neighborhood party where she might appear, hanging around or near anywhere she went, even inviting her out on my sailboat, Chloe, somewhat aptly named for the Greek goddess of summer fertility. My favorite song became the Beatles' Hey Jude, taking its lyrics as a sign we were meant to be together, since they advise one to not focus on negative outcomes while acting on feelings and fearlessly allowing vulnerability, without all that psychobabble. That summer provided some manic moments. I balanced behavior between beastly lust and gentlemanly propriety, playing it cool to whatever extent a 16-year-old is capable of in trying to restrain youthful fawning. She responded to questions about her interests, hobbies, and hopes softly but indifferently, politely brushing me off. I ignored reality. Every smile meant she cared, that I was making my way into her life. I envisioned Marion taking the 2-hour train ride to visit me as my girlfriend during weekends off or my date at social functions. Still, I was running out of time. School restarted in another month. I had to harvest whatever goodwill was present to have any chance. So I conjured up enough courage to ask her out. "You know," I said, feigning nonchalance, "we should go somewhere this weekend." "Huh?" "Want to go out?" "No," she intoned. "Huh?" Now I was doing it. "No," she repeated apathetically. Testily, I asked why. "Because I have no interest in being with you." Ducking under the arm I'd propped against a tree she was leaning on, she sauntered toward the dock where our friends were. Although numbed silent, it wasn't long before insult, how could she reject me, simmered into animosity, who does she think she is, finally exploding into anger, how dare she. I unleashed fury at the situation into my fists and out. The target, I began hitting the tree, striking its trunk repeatedly, alternating punches in a frenzy, channeling bile into each blow. Eventually, my hormone-driven passion wore off as I registered the pain from the 15 or 20 blows taken against an entirely innocent tree. Once I stopped, I saw the results. The knuckles on both hands looked like raw hamburger, meaning more than my heart broke that afternoon. So did several layers of skin. The tree, on the other hand, stood as before. Aside from some chipped bark, it remained unchanged and certainly unaffected. Clearly, my reactions against the injustice of reality hadn't affected my victim, but it certainly damaged me. While it was not a good moment, it proved a productive experience. In hindsight, my rage resulted from disappointment, realizing I'd squandered the past 2 months in self-delusion. Now I can recall that relationship with a sort of fondness because it taught me the best way to recover from a broken heart. Simply move on, seek another's company. In fact, about a dozen years later, after relocating from New York to Florida, one of my first dates declared, "I don't know if we should go out. After all, you're a Yankee." I doubt she expected the shrug I gave as I replied, "That's up to you. Guess it depends on how important it is to you." The pain from a breakup of a relationship that never really existed taught me that what every teenager should know, and more importantly understand, that what we feel in the moment is just that, momentary. Whatever personal pain we endure does not last forever. And for that, I thank Marion.